Good morning, drummers. Garey Williams doing a Facebook Live video here for the Drumset Artistry Mastermind group. So welcome. Hope to hear from a couple of you. Today I'd like to talk about taking some time off. There are several people in the group, Philip, Mallory, Brandy Sanders, Scott Miner, and Keith Sesniak, if I pronounce that right, all commented that they took some time off for various reasons. One person said they couldn't find their sound, so maybe they got frustrated and just decided to hang it up for a while. Another person said, well, I became a father, so I didn't have a whole lot of time. And that definitely is a factor when you're trying to get time on the drums. So I'm going to share with you my personal experience because I actually did have to take some time off. I kind of burned out for a little bit. This was back in college. I was very serious about my drumming and started taking lessons in 7th grade. And I studied with a guy for 2 years. And after 2 years, he just said, well, I've taught you everything I know, so you're going to have to find another teacher. So I kind of just ended up not really practicing much and played along with a lot of records, which was very cool because during that time, I really developed my ear. And then I finished high school, did really well, got into lessons with another teacher, went off to college. And my first year in college was intense but awesome. I was involved in a percussion ensemble. I was in a jazz band. I was in a playing marching percussion in the concert band. And then I had private lessons. And I was doing my own stuff outside of that with a rock band. And then that kind of sort of faded. And then the school year ended. And the big issue was that I'd made this decision that I was going to practice 4 hours a day. Now, I had done this the summer before my freshman year, going through a book called Advanced Techniques for the Modern Drummer by Jim Chapin. And so I was really set on finishing that book, which I did, went to college. But then that summer, after my freshman year in college, I wasn't really playing in a band. Things kind of went south and I broke up. And I was going to practice 4 hours a day. And if I missed an hour, I was going to make it up the next day. And the problem was that I didn't really have any new material to work on. I can remember being so frustrated because I'd set this really high expectation as to how much I should practice, but I really didn't have enough information to work that much time in my practice schedule because I was doing kind of the same stuff I'd done. So, you know, same old produces the same old. So I just decided, screw it. After cussing and crying and being very angry at myself, I said, I got to get away from this because it was actually kind of tormenting me to be trying to practice. So I took almost 2.5 months off. I actually took the rest of the summer off, went out and sat around a lake, worked on my tan, kind of chased girls and just kind of messed around. Then finally, before the school year started, as my sophomore year in college, I got back on my drums and it was an amazing experience. I know we've all heard the absence makes the heart grow fonder concept. And that's exactly what happened. And the big lesson I learned was balance. I was spending so much time thinking about all the things I didn't do well. I wasn't actually appreciating the things that I did well. And I was making into a job and it stopped becoming fun to play the drums. It was work to play the drums. So when I came back after this vacation, basically, I was so excited to be back on what was kind of my best friend, the drums. And I just loved playing them. And at that point, I kind of had a new respect for my relationship with the drum set because I realized that I needed to be nice to myself. If I wanted to keep going, it had to be fun. If it was all a bunch of stress and I'm not good enough, then I really just wasn't going to go anywhere. So some of you probably can relate to this kind of a story where you trash talked yourself because you weren't good enough or whatever the reason was that you took time off. And now some of you are coming back and expressing how I'm never going to leave it again. You know, it's like an old friend that you thought you maybe had a falling out with, but then you rekindled your relationship and now it's like a really cool thing. So I'm hoping that this can inspire some of you to realize that time off is actually sometimes a very good thing. You kind of need a break. I was literally dealing with burnout, as they call it. And so after giving myself some time to relax and enjoy life a little, I came back with more of a sense of respect and balance for making sure I enjoyed what I was doing and not always just being mindful of the things I didn't like. So looks like we got a little bit of a comment here. David says, but we are old men now. Well, older, yes. Wiser, definitely. We definitely learn some neat things as we go through this process. So Anyways, I wanted to share this little story with you. Hopefully it inspired you. There's going to be some more interesting information that I'm going to be bringing in some upcoming Facebook Live videos. As a reminder, I'll be doing these on Thursday mornings at 10:15 a.m. and then also on Mondays at 2:15 p.m. And so as you continue to participate in our group, and I will be doing some videos on some of the subjects that your guys are interested in talking about. So thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to helping you improve your drumming. If there's anything particular that you'd like to have me help you with, don't hesitate to private message me on the group, and I'll get back to you, and I can help you improve your drumming. All right, so have a great day.